Hey, so how's it going, everybody? Who's on? Can't tell. Show up chat messages. Let's do that. Who's on? What's going on, everybody? I see 5. Be right back. What's on? I saw something. What's going on, Raheem? Russell Thomas. Yeah, I had to grow it back. I shaved it off for some high power visits that we had at work. It looked like a big biker beard. Who else is on? Sluggo, what's going on? I am building a new remote control helicopter. Who's that? Russell. Yeah. It's on here somewhere. I know I saw it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm building a new one. I got the helicopter. My fault, everybody. It looked like I froze up a little bit or dropped out. What's going on, Juan? Nice videos, bro. See you coming up with that new startup. I like it. That countdown and that music. I like it. You ever find the drone that flew away? I'm always yelling. I don't know why I'm yelling. Y'all sitting right there. All right, so let me go through this. See what I got. One thing that I hate when I buy new stuff is I have no idea why this thing keeps crashing. I'm gonna have to restart this phone. Let me try something else here. Alright, try it again. How's it going, Bruce? Yep, I don't know, I lost 2 people, down to 2. My phone keeps crashing. I'm gonna have to restart. Sorry for all the people I lost. Didn't have this problem when I was doing the Galaxy S7. Now this is my first live stream with the Galaxy S8, and there's 2 crashes. Close everything in the back. Close everything in the background. Hopefully that helps. But I know everybody else has probably got some good things going on tonight. It's Friday night. I am sort of a workaholic. Not really a workaholic. Work just consumes a lot of my day. And I don't have many adult friends. So I'm going to sit here and build this new helicopter tonight. And probably Get some flights on it before the weekend's out. Anybody on that likes remote control helicopters? Or are you all drone guys? My voice. Are you all drone guys? So much stuff. Blades in here. Doors. Tail shaft. Looks like I'm down to 2. Actually, I'm down to 4. Who's on? It's a beefy little motor there. Alright. I lost a lot when my phone crashed a couple times. Electronics stay in the box. Everything else comes out. It looks like a pretty quick build. Not many parts. I like the T-Rex 450. If anybody's got a T-Rex 450, a lot of little tiny parts. It's got this little bag of hardware right here. I should be able to slap this together. Should have put a time lapse on it. I should be able to put this together in a couple hours. A lot of this stuff is already kind of like pre-screwed in, so I can see some of the hardware has already been pre-screwed in, so I don't have to dig around to find the screws to put them in through back in. The bearings are in. Let's check out these carbon fiber frames here. Raheem something, what does it say, Raheem? It's something like that, gas or battery powered. It's battery powered. So, it's not like my buggy. Bruce, what kind of RC were you into? Buggies, boats, cars. These flying ones cost a lot of money and keep draining my pockets. I might not go on vacation, my second vacation this year, because I bought a Spark, a pair of DJI goggles, another freaking helicopter, and a couple other toys that I can't remember right now. So I've spent my budget, my vacation budget, I'm sure. Now I have Spark and a Mavic, and I'm still on the fence about getting rid of one. Now that the Spark is updated with the goggles, it seems like it's got more I can get out of it. I just got to figure out how to connect it so that the phone doesn't disconnect when I connect the goggles. Even the head is already like pre-assembled. I'm gonna definitely take it apart because I never trust anyone to build my stuff and make sure everything's tightened down. I can tell that's not tightened down right there. I can tell the bolts in it are loose. But everything's kind of pre-assembled, which is pretty cool. But it didn't come with any Loctite. Loctite green, to be more precise. I got blue Loctite. I don't have green Loctite. Probably got green Loctite. What's everybody getting into tonight? Who's on? How far are you away? I lost Juan. Boats, planes, just drones. P4 Plus, P4 Pro, yep. I wanted the P4 Pro. Now everybody's talking about the P5 maybe next year. I'm looking for this thing called a Eureka to come out sometime between this year and next year. But Spark and the Mavic are too close together, so I wanted to either get the Mavic and the P4 or the Spark and the P4. I knew somebody who had a good deal on a P4, but I let them sell it before I decided to jump on it. I just, like I said, I bought too much toys. I can't have another drone. Plus, all the time that I gotta go and try to find some place that'll let me fly it. It's beginning to be a little bit. Somebody text me. Sorry about that. Mavic Pro. I don't think, what do you mean by calibrated? You mean just like set it up to your liking? I just took mine out of the box and fired it up. The first couple of drones I got, I had the Phantom, and I was new to drones. I was new to drones, and I was messing with all the settings. Now I just take them out of the box and fly them as they are. Yeah, the Spark is all over the place, man. I mean, I do like the Spark, but if there's just a little bit of breeze, it's all over the place. I took it straight up and then brought it straight back down. It was 20 feet away. Can't hold its position when there's the Mavic can hold its position pretty good, and a decent amount of wind, it'll sit there and hold its position. The Spark it's all over the place. It's good. Good. It has its purpose. But like I said, with the goggles and the fact that it disconnects from the phone when you plug the goggles in, that's a little bit disappointing because you can only fly it like 150 feet away from you. So it's like a big investment to have the goggles in the Spark instead of the goggles in the Mavic. The goggles, I think, were pretty much built for the Mavic with the OcuSync and the long range technology, whereas you got to plug them in to the P4s and the Sparks. So I gotta look for one more thing, guys. I'm gonna step away for 1 second. I gotta find out if I got any green Loctite. I don't even know if they sell green Loctite. They usually come with these kits, and I don't see any in this kit. In fact, I don't see. Oh man. Well, I don't even know. I don't think green is Loctite. It's called anaerobic restrain. Gotta see if I got some green anaerobic restrain. Some red. Well, no green anaerobic restraint, so hopefully it's not something that is holding something important there. I also don't have any grease. Or I got CA glue. I got crazy glue. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Anybody ever built one of these things before? Anybody own a either a Devil 380 or a SAB Goblin? I bought this with the tri-bladed head. So I bought the 380 with the regular head, with the dual bladed head, and then what's going on, Tech in the Bathroom? Check out your last video, bro, about the phone stabilizer. Just thinking about getting one of those. I've been working out with the handheld 3-axis. I'm just sitting in my dining area now and not my my bedroom where I usually get the most quiet. Like you get in the bathroom, I get the most quiet in my room. That's why I got my graffiti thing down across the wall. Only thing I got on this wall is the painting behind me. Tech in the Bathroom, I don't know, man, you gotta tell me someday how to narrate my videos. I suck at narrating my videos. Like, I wanna film stuff and then I wanna narrate them, but I can't figure out how to do it and keep up with the film. I guess I gotta put more into production. They work great with my P4. Oh, the head tracking. Oh, the P4 and the head tracking with the goggles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. I love the way that they work in combination with the Mavic. Like, you can do stuff, if you saw my last video, you can do stuff with the head goggles and the Mavic that you can't do with the remote control, like look left and right. They could have did that. They could have put that in there so that you could scroll left and right with the button on the right side and up and down with the, not the button, the wheels on the left and right side. But again, DJI leaving little features like that out. Like I said, I love them too much to complain about it, but I feel like it should have been in the firmware that you could do it with your remote control. Alright, let's see what I can do here. I just saw the piece that I had to take out of the pack, and then I lost it. So drop it back in here. Alright, so first two pieces are these two pieces. It looks like they go this way. One or both of them has, I can't tell if it's the left half or the right half. So I film it all first, then I go back and talk over what I see on film. So like, I film this, right? Film me putting this together with no voice. And then as I watch the video back, I'm talking like, you take the two side pieces and you stand them up, and then you put the bolts to the left side. Is that how you do it? And where you from, Tech in the Bathroom? Okay, I got you. Where you from, Tech in the Bathroom? Yeah, Bruce, the goggles, I don't know. I keep questioning what DJI is thinking when they do some of their stuff. The goggles are capable of running standard video. Like, if you put a video card with regular video on it, it'll play it back. It just won't play the sound. So I'm trying to figure out what encoding the DJI goggles have. Philadelphia, Lino PR, you close, man. We gotta hook up sometime. I'm looking for some people to collaborate on some videos and try to get more ideas on, you know, making drone videos or whatever you into. RC, I got enough crap around here to hook up with a lot of people. You want to go fishing? We can go fishing. You want to go shooting? Louisiana? Okay. I ain't been out there yet, but I want to get out there. I keep thinking about New Orleans. Just haven't made it. Anybody in the tri-state area, let me know if you got any stuff coming out. I keep missing some of the meetups for all of the drone stuff out there. The FPV stuff is cool. I tried FPV for a minute. I'm still trying to get used to flying my racing drone. I just can't get used to, for some reason, which is crazy, I'm comfortable flying the DJI goggles and being in that FPV environment, but I'm so skittish and nervous when I'm flying my racing drone. Maybe because it's so fast and there's no stabilization, and I know if I lose it, I lose it. I just can't fly a racing drone or anything moving fast because I'm like, I see a tree coming, I want to take the goggles off so I can look to see what's going to happen next. I gotta get more time practicing on it. I like them, so I've only used them that one time I shot the video, but I'm a fan of an ND filter. I usually use ND4. I always keep an ND4 on, or if I have it, I'll keep a CPL on. So the ND4 and the CPL are about the same darkness, but the CPLs usually cost more sometimes because of the polarized lens on them. So if I don't have, or if I don't want to spend a lot of money on a CPL, I will throw ND4 on. When I get up to the ND16 and the ND8, it starts to change the color profile a little bit. So you start to get that tint from the lens in your video. It kind of like takes the greens and washes them out because you're looking through like a grayish or a blue lens. And I don't like that because I don't like to do color profile. I like that super rich. Brian, I am on the fence, man. I like the Spark. I do. I just have I have a Mavic and I have a Spark. So now that I have both, I got people popping up on y'all videos popping up. I'm following like everywhere. Juan just put up a video. Somebody I haven't got to their channel yet, Tony VX, has just put up a video. Tech and the Bear from I see you just put up a video about some Bluetooth headphones. I got to go back and start clicking on a lot of people that are starting to follow me. That was my thing, following everybody. And the only reason I don't do it as much is because, one, I'm not always as behind the computer, or when I try to do it from my phone, it won't let me click on everybody's to subscribe to them. But another thing is when I open up my Chrome, all of your videos, when you post new stuff, just roll up my screen like crazy. So the more people that I start to follow, because the more people that follow me, literally, I don't want to say spam, but run my feed like a news feed or something like that, like on Facebook. I think I missed some stuff on here. Let me check it out real quick. What filters did you buy, Brian? I'm trying to follow these freaking instructions, and somehow talk online. I got the Spark and the Mavic. Yeah, what ND filters did you buy? The ones for the Mavic? So the ones for the Spark. What is it? Tsimpa. For the P4, I am not sure. The P4's got an excellent camera on there, so I think anything in bright situations is better than nothing, especially if you like to use a lot of manual settings. I like a CP4. I mean, I like a ND4 just as a good medium, I guess. I don't really want to get too dark, and I want to have something on, so I go to ND4 because I really never take it off. Even when it starts to get low and in the low light, like the sunset and the golden hour times, I leave the CP4, I mean the ND4 on and still get decent light from it. So I like an ND4, but if you're in super bright situations, the darker you go, the more you get from that contrast, because that shutter can be slowed down a lot, and then you pick up a lot more light through it. Yeah, I don't like to sway away from some of the aspect. I don't like to get into all the other different aspect ratios because it all looks crazy when I try to post it on YouTube. So I try to stick with the basics. The 1080, 720. I know a lot of guys right now are hoping that the P5 comes out with not a 4K, but like a 5K or 6K camera. Like, nobody has that. Nobody has 5K. Nobody has a TV that can run 5K or a computer that can run 5K. So why would I want to pay for a drone that can film in 5K? Now, if you want to film in 5K, the Inspire, for production purposes, is probably going to be your choice. But I don't want a consumer level drone with a 5K camera on it and run the price up on a P5 or whatever is going to come out next. Aaron Dickerson, how you doing? Lino PR. I mean, I'm a simple guy, man. I don't like to do editing because I pretty much want to get the video done and post it. I'm very impatient. So I've been out, like I'll go out to the field and I'll film because of me being introverted and not sure how I'm coming across the camera. I'll film for like an hour of 3 or 4 different takes. Then I'll come home and look at it for like an hour to figure out which one I want to use. Then I'll pick one and I just want to pretty much drop it in. But I make too many mistakes when I'm recording live. So I don't want to say like I used my Spark and I use my Mavic so much. When I'm filming with the Spark, I'll say Mavic all the time. Then I'm like, I said Mavic 15 times. Now I got to go back and either edit over that and say Spark, 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 or I got to go back and cut it all out and lose some of that footage. So here's to answer your question. I use simple software, and the one that I found that works the best for a guy like me that is very simple and impatient is Adobe Photoshop Elements 15. It has, I guess, a decent amount of features for you to edit with. Do some almost like prototype, you know, like some prototype editing filters and stuff like that. It's got a lot of those in there. It does stuff like clean your video up of all the little haze, and it's got a lot of automatic features if you don't like to get in and try to do a lot of color adjustment. Like I said, I don't like to do color adjustment. I hate shooting in flat profiles where I gotta go and change the color to add my own saturation to my eye. What I pretty much do is if I have any camera, I put it on vivid because to my eye, I like the pop, the contrast. Like if I see red, I want it to be like bang. I want it to be like in your face red. Like right now, I'm actually looking at this camera and I can see it's a little bit flat, and I'm thinking to myself, why didn't I go in and set the settings so that it gives me a little bit more vivid color profile? Only because what I'm watching, it looks like a little bit flat. So if you want a decent software for editing, they don't support it anymore, but Windows Media, Windows Movie Maker, whatever, when they stopped doing it, that works pretty good for just basic filming. YouTube had a video editing software, but you had to upload all your videos first. And when I went on it last time, it said they were going to take it down. They were going to stop using it, or it said that this editing software or this editing program will be removed on the 19th. I've tried SDC. I've tried some medium professional grade. I've tried Lightworks or some other really professional stuff, which have a very high learning curve. And I ended up selling for Adobe Photoshop Elements. You can actually download it and do a trial for like 30 days. You can't post with it because it'll put Adobe Photoshop Elements across your video as a wet mark. But from using it, you'll be able to determine whether or not you like it or not. I like it a lot. Hopefully that answered your question. Anybody else got a question while I was running off? Power Director 15. Who makes that? Is that that make that Power DVD? Cyberlink, yep. There you go. Is it good? Is it a consumer? I mean, not a consumer. What is it? Is it a processing monster? Another thing about Photoshop Elements, it processes without a lot of, I don't know. My laptop is supposed to be a decent speed. It's got a AMD A7 with a, I don't know, 230, 330 dedicated GPU with like 12 gigs of RAM. So I can do a lot of rendering on the fly. On the 22nd, I did an update. I did an update to the Mavic, I think, but I haven't been out to fly it yet. I did an update around the same time that I did an update for the Spark the other day, where the Spark and the goggles were updated to the new firmware. By the way, guys, if there's anybody on who's waiting for me to shoot the video for the goggles and the firmware, I did shoot that video, and the video got corrupted somehow, so I got to go out and reshoot it, but as a spoiler, they work good together. Like I said, the only disappointing part about it is that if you plug in the goggles to the controller, it drops the phone, which limits your flight from whatever my controller can reach, which I haven't done a range test on it, to 150 feet out and 30 meters up, which is 90 feet up, 150 feet out. What I want them to do is I want them to put the Sparks quick shot modes and the Sparks camera modes, like with the depth of field and the panorama, on my Mavic, so I don't have to have two drones. That's the only reason right now I am so on the fence about the Spark, because I love the quick shot modes. I love the simplicity of it. I love the fact that you can just put the thing in, hit the button, and it goes. And now that they even put they fixed the droney feature that everybody's been doing videos about over the last couple of days, I'm even more in love with the Spark, because I love doing the droney, and I want to use it as, like, you know, my ending of some video, so I can set the Spark and do, hey, see you later, and have it fly away from me. So for now, the Spark has been sitting. Plus, I've gotten about, I know I'm going to lose so much money on it. I know. I got like 900 plus in it so far. All this stuff that I bought for it, just because I'm a shopaholic. I'm like a Amazon shopaholic. I'm like, if I sell this thing right now. In fact, when I tried to sell it the first time, it was after having it for about 2 to 3 weeks. Brand new, with DJI Care Refresh and a bunch of accessories. And people that I know were offering me like, sorry guys, if you're still with me, I see 12 on. My phone keeps crashing this app for some reason. I don't know why. If you're still here, Bull Rider, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it keeps cutting out. I don't know why. I had never had any dropouts when I was using the Galaxy S7. I probably got some crap running in the background on this that's causing the video to drop out. Alright, trying to figure out how to do this piece here. Usually it goes to the back. And this is on the top. And that connects like that. Let's see, hold on, I just saw somebody remember me from the park. Yo, remember me from the park. You drove your RC. Who's that? Daniel. It's awesome. What park? What RC? What are we talking about? The buggy? And which park was it? I'm pretty sure I do remember you. I just don't remember which, at what time, or when. I got an arrow here, so look, I don't know what this arrow is. It's gonna arrow. Oh, because I got to scroll. You probably already covered this, but how do you feel about the DJI goggles? I had to stop. I had to stop myself from buying them. I like them. I like them. I do feel like they are an unnecessary expense. It's more like a luxury to have them. You don't need them, but if you can afford them, they are very, very cool. There are some limitations to using them with the Spark, because if you buy them and decide to use them with the Spark, you lose the ability to keep the distance that the Spark can get with the Fly More combo remote control. You lose your quick shot modes, you lose your photo modes. So they're like having an FPV experience. Would I race around my drone with them on? No. I probably wouldn't even use them unless I wanted to go out and just get some very, very cool footage that I don't want to mess around with the gimbals, because I can look at the target and fly and film it. They are big, they're heavy, and to be honest with you, I think DJI again is for some reason tripping about the fact that they won't play normal videos. They only play videos out of your, well, let me rephrase that. You can play normal videos, but they won't play sound for some reason. And it would have been awesome if you could play sound out of, just stick a memory card in your freaking headset and take them all playing with you, and have your own little built-in entertainment system with the headphones plugged in and everything. So I do not know why DJI somehow, or for some reason, doesn't allow you to play videos back. That's the only thing that I think is weird about it, because they're so expensive. They're like $500, $450. So it's just weird that they keep leaving out like just little features like that. Okay, so Daniel is awesome, said the big park. But I don't remember what park we're talking about. And what was I driving? Was I driving my buggy? Were we at Banning Park, or were we at the Y when I busted up the gears in my buggy with Gus? Can't remember where you were. What are you following for instructions on your laptop? I'm building this helicopter. and it didn't come with instructions. The instructions are only PDF online. Oh yeah, I remember you wanted. Okay, so when I was out in front of the club, and I let everybody drive my car that time, so there was like 7 kids out there, Daniel. But thank you for remembering my vlog and tuning in and watching it. In fact, the next time I see you, whenever they come in, I might have a little gift for you. Next time I see you outside, if you see me outside, in fact, anybody in Delaware, I'm going to put this out there. I got some stuff that I've ordered I'm waiting for. I've been giving away those little drones to people that have watched me or people I know. If you see me around Delaware, I'm going to keep one of those little drones on me. And if you say, yo, I see your vlog, I've seen your vlog before, I'm going to give you one. I'm still waiting for something to come in, though. Order a couple more just to give them away. I totally think I did this wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, so this is the outer one. It just goes this direction. Okay. I'm hoping that the goggles are going to be something that I don't want to say is obsolete proof or I guess obsolete proof. I'm hoping that we get a lot more out of them before they come up with another set of goggles. The thing that I think that they might do to the guys like me who bought these goggles right now is come out with a smaller set, because that's a lot of weight and a lot of technology for what they can do. If I'm only going to use it for FPV, they could have came up with something so small like those expensive goggles that just look like glasses that people have been talking about, or like even your Fat Shark goggles are small. They could put like high resolution screens in that and still got the same effect out of it. But for some reason they put these big goggles in it. And the only thing that I don't like about the goggles right now is I'm seeing like ghost images, so I can see the reflection off of, it has 2 screens in it, so I can see the reflection off of one screen in this eye, and it, for what I paid for, I'm expecting perfection. Maybe I'm being a little bit anal about it, but I'm expecting perfection from them. And the face mask fogs up when I'm out and it's hot and I'm sweating. It fogs up the eyepieces. Actually, I don't know about the Mavic 2 or the Phantom 5. I'm waiting for this thing called a Erida. If you haven't seen an Erida, it's spelled E-R-I-D-A. It's made by a company that makes the Yi4K action camera, which is a competitor to the GoPro cameras. It is a 4K 60 megabit, 4K 60 frame per second, like 100 megabit camera that is less than a GoPro. And their drone is supposed to be carbon fiber. It's not a quadcopter, it's a tricopter. It's carbon fiber. It gets 40 minutes. It's supposed to get 40 minutes off of one flight, and it's supposed to fly 75 miles an hour with the Yi 4K Plus action camera probably included with its own gimbal. So that is going to make the DJI drones probably obsolete. Man, I keep dropping out. Hold on. Are you available tomorrow? I don't know, man. I'm building this thing. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. Like I said, if you see me outside, you gotta catch me. You gotta catch me outside. You one of them young boys. What's that? What that little girl said? Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Yeah, 40 minutes, Aaron. 40 minutes. Look it up. 40 minutes of flight off of one battery and 75 miles per hour. 75 miles per hour. I'm already scared that people have hacked the Spark to do 55 miles an hour. But I don't know why. But if it can do 75 miles an hour, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to try it. All right, Daniel, thanks for stopping in, man. Hope everything goes well. It says you're going to the hospital in the morning. Hope things all good for you. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it. Marty, estimates right now are saying that it's going to be in the $1,000 range, which is cheaper than the Phantom 4 series. I'm going to guess, because it's a modular camera, since the Yi4K can come off, I'm thinking they're going to probably give you a tier of purchase, so you can get it with a Yi4K with a 60 frames per second 4K camera, or you can get with the Yi 4K, the previous one, which was like a 30 frame per second 4K camera, and save yourself a little cash. I'm thinking that the $1,000 one might not come with a remote control because the demo versions, they were flying it with the phone. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be tiered. So you're probably going to be able to get it without the phone, with a regular 4K camera, with the higher end 4K camera, with a remote control, with a lower high 4K camera. So whatever it costs, I'm thinking I'm gonna go for like, you know, like the fly more combo version of it. I'm gonna get 40 minutes. I don't even 40 minutes a flight off of one battery. What electric do you know of that can run for 40 minutes off of one battery? That's like I only need one battery. I only need one battery, and I'll get all of my video in for that day. Because you know you're not going to fly. You probably will try. Somebody's going to probably try to extend the range on it. You know you're not going to fly 40 minutes in one direction and then 20 minutes in one direction, 20 minutes back. But I'm going to go out and film a bunch of little 5-minute shots. And I will need one battery. And that'll do it. And I'll have a second one just in case I don't feel like charging that one tonight. And then I want to go out and fly the next day. So I'm going to get the best of whatever the combo is. I'm waiting for that thing so bad it's ridiculous. Go look it up. Erida. ERIDA. Alrighty, next one, next piece here. Who else is on? Anybody still on? You guys falling asleep on me? What are you flying? Alrighty, I got some screws in the side here, which are... There we go. Nick, what's going on, man? How you doing? Up building another helicopter, man. Spending too much money over the last couple months. We gotta get up, man. I haven't been out. I haven't even seen, because that's why I've been busy. I haven't seen too many. I've seen you guys doing having all the fun at the golf course and going out and having all your FPV fun. I was just telling people I'm still not used to flying my goggles because I haven't gotten out to fly with you guys. What tablet works best with the DJI Phantom 3 Standard? I don't know. I don't use a tablet. If I were to buy a tablet, it'd probably be a Galaxy tablet. I've done a couple of little, hey, this budget tablet doesn't work, but to be honest with you, I'm a phone guy, so I'm not gonna go out and buy a tablet when I got a phone. I would invest in another phone. But some guys say it's cool to have a tablet because you don't have to worry about the phone being dead because you've been on it. Yeah, it keeps pausing. I keep crashing. I don't know why. I haven't had that problem since I've changed over to my S8. It's been crashing YouTube. I might have to restart it. I'm trying to keep up. Every time I see an event, it's like I see the video. I'm like, damn it, I missed another one. Like when you guys go out to the golf course and everything, I'm like, shit, I missed them again. But I can't, I don't get enough time to go out and do it. I still have to check out your DJI. Yeah, let me know. Anytime, man. We're 20 minutes away. Give me a call. I'll run up. Plus, I've been wanting to go to that shooting range Fran is always talking about. And I passed by that time when I dropped you off. So, not a big deal. If you want to set it up, we can set something up. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, so it goes this way. Down that way. That does not look like it works because it doesn't fit together. Budget Magic, just a Magic Pro, all the Polar Pros. All the Polar Pros, really all that, or don't believe the hype. So, Bull Rider, here's what I feel, and I'm not one to shy away from spending money. Like I was just telling everybody, in the last month, well, maybe not the last month, but definitely in the last year, I got rid of 2 drones that I previously owned, which were the Phantom 3 Standard and the Phantom 3 Advanced. I bought a Mavic Pro. I was that close to buying a Phantom 4 just because it was a good deal. The guy was going to give it to me for $1,000 with like 3 batteries and a whole bunch of accessories because he wanted the Mavic. He actually wanted to trade me for my Mavic, and I said no. Then he said he would sell me the Phantom 4 for $1,000. I'm like, I don't know. And then I bought the Spark. Then I bought the goggles. So I'm not afraid of buying good shit and spending good money on it. But when it comes to ND filters, the Polar Pros are expensive. Like they're like $100, like $90 for a set. And you can go on Amazon and buy a full set of ND filters off of Amazon for $26. I was just going to buy a set the other day. What you want to do is you want to make sure you get the ones that have the cone-shaped ends, though. Because if you get the ones that are kind of just round and like cylindrical shape, they bang up against the gimbal when you calibrate your gimbal. So what you got to do is you got to calibrate your gimbal first and then put the ND filter on, which I don't like to do because I don't want to overload the gimbal by manhandling while the drone is on. But you can get a full set, 6 filters for the Mavic from YouTube for like, I mean not YouTube, from Amazon for $26. Shipped to your house, Amazon Prime. So look into that before you go out and spend a lot of money on a set of Polar Pros, just because, I mean, you definitely want to get something that, you know, you got good ratings on, because you know that the glass quality is really good and you won't get like any images or haze or anything in the lens. But I don't spend a lot of money. Yeah, so I like phones because a lot of them, for some reason, are very, very powerful. They're almost as powerful as like last year's laptop. So one thing that I could probably recommend to you if you're going to buy something bigger is look into a lot of the Chinese like phones and tablets. So like right now, I bought the Galaxy S8 for, I don't know how much the Galaxy. I bought it out of contract. I paid full price for it out of pocket. Well, there are people out there right now that are like making like the OnePlus One 5 and like Blue and Moto. They're all making these big phones for like $100 or $200. So you're getting probably something that's more powerful than a tablet when it comes to processing speed. Every now and then the screen is a little bit, like you might get something for that has a 720 resolution screen, but for like $200 you should be able to get a 1080 screen, a decent camera, processing speed, a lot of good stuff. T Rich, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the live stream, brother. You get that Mavic out? You get those goggles out? Try them yet? Tom, look, I'm yelling. I don't know why I'm yelling. I'm in the house by myself. Phone's like 2 feet away from me. Tom, I'm building another helicopter, man. Building another helicopter. I just can't stop. I'm like you now. You got 7 of them over there. I'm trying to build this one right here. If I can figure out what the hell I'm doing. I haven't built one in years. So I'm like, where does this go? And what does this piece do? Trying to figure this out, like putting together a 500-piece puzzle. What you think about the goggles and the Mavic, Tom? You liking them? I love them goggles, man. Like, people ask me right now what I think about them. I like them. At first, I said, I don't need these goggles, because people were talking about how clear the screen was on the goggles. And I'm like, my phone has a 4K resolution screen, so clarity ain't a problem. The goggles need to do a little bit more than, you know, be impressive. Yeah, they are pretty cool. But, I mean, just the effect and the feel and the technology built into them, and the ability to do more with the camera, like look at things that I want to film and keep my head steady and film them without trying to manage it by driving the drone and the gimbals at the same time. I like them. There's a lot. I like them a lot. Okay, so this thing is this way. Actually, I got this backwards. This is supposed to be facing me like this, I think. No, it's supposed to be facing this way. This thing is supposed to be, where the hell does this thing match up to? So the first screw, this top screw, goes through the front end through this hole. Okay, I had it backwards. I think I got it now, guys. Let's get these screws out. If anybody is thinking about buying a Devil 380, which is supposed to be a clone of SAB Goblin, I want to tell you right now, The quality of material looks very, very good. But the screws and hardware look like shit. Shitty Chinese screws. So the first thing I'm going to do, even though I got an amazing deal on this, is probably go out and find all of these little screws and replace them with some good American hardware. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, the Fat Sharks, I haven't tried a set, but I was thinking, like, if they were small, that's the only thing. They're just so big and heavy. So now I got to carry around this big-ass briefcase and my Spark and my Mavic or whatever I'm going to carry. Yeah, the goggles do draw a lot of attention. They're like, what is that guy doing over there looking down at the ground through this cyborg helmet thing? What's he doing? Suspicious. But hell, hey, I walk around with my cell phone on a GoPro type mount because I sold my GoPro 5 because I didn't want to have a GoPro and a waterproof phone that had a great camera on it. And that looks dorky as hell too. But I saw like two hot chicks and they were like, hey, how you doing? Because it got their attention. So it might have worked for me that day. I was out playing with big toys though, being a geek, playing with like a bunch of freaking RC toys. Yeah, I did that with the Spark the other day. I had them up over top of some kids playing basketball and kind of trying to get some footage of them. And forgot to hit the record button. Again, that's a curse of mine. I keep forgetting to hit the freaking record button. If there's anything that Litchi is good for, I love the fact that Litchi, even though it's a $28 software right now, had automatic record. And every time you take off, it will start recording. Again, DJI, please listen to me. Add automatic record to the features, man. You know how much video I've lost over the fact that I freaking landed that thing and forgot to hit the record button. Or I flew it and then landed it. I flew it and landed it and then freaking forgot to turn it off and had like 17 gigs of video by the time I got home because I forgot to turn it off. Or stop recording when I put it down. I had to sift through 17 gigs of video to figure out which part I wanted to film. I'm working on a remote control helicopter, Daniel. And losing little screws because I'm talking and trying to work at the same time. Pieces on the, oh, that's why the pieces aren't fitting. I got more screws stuck in one side. If anybody want to know how old I am playing with these toys, I've had this blue Loctite stick probably more years than some of you that are watching me right now. Gotta love a blue Loctite stick. You use this much compared to like drop Loctite, which you like use the whole thing in like two uses because you spill it all over the place. So another tip from my old guy to some of you new guys: get the blue Loctite stick and save yourself some money on Loctite for the rest of your RC career. Alright, so now I got it in. Let's make sure I got some Loctite on that one. I thought this was going to take me no more than 2 hours. I haven't even gotten any screws in right now. Buy a new what? Buy a new what, Tom? Loctite stick? Hell no, man. This Loctite stick been with me since HOD 5 or whatever HOD I've been to. It's sentimental value behind this Loctite stick now, if that's what you're talking about. I can't get rid of heirloom stick of Loctite. Might actually be worse, so I might be ruining the value right now using it. I got a bottle of Blastol. I got a bottle of Ballistol that's as old as I am almost. My very first pistol, which I'm 42 years old now. My very first pistol I bought as soon as I turned 21. I bought a Glock 19, and I bought a bottle of Ballistol with it, and I still got that bottle of Ballistol. Either that shows I don't shoot enough or I don't oil up my guns enough, but I still got some Ballistol in that bottle. I'm about to put it on YouTube as a collector's item. Probably a little bit of both. I'm not lying. I got ammo that is sitting around that I should be out there burning. It's just whenever I either got to work or I want to go play my RC or I want to get the kayak out. I just don't have time for everything. That's my problem. I got too many hobbies and too little time to do it. And I have missed something already. Which I know I saw in one of these baggies. This one. No, not that one. This one. I was hoping to get this done in like an hour or two, but I don't think it's gonna work. You loaded it 20 years ago? How come you haven't used it? You just stockpiling it? To my defense, Glock says you're only supposed to put a drop of a drop or two of lube in those little holes all over the gun. And when I use my AR, I just run Rem lube. I just spray it down with Rem lube like it was water, like a water gun. Yeah, not enough shooting. The reason I don't shoot a lot is I can't find a range that will let me train locally. Like I can go to some of the indoor ranges, which like in PA, there's 2 now that I want to try out. But most of the ranges I go to are state-owned ranges, and they require that you only shoot 1 round per second and only load 10 rounds in the magazine. So it's kind of hard to train. It's more like marksmanship than actually being out training with your weapons. And it's kind of boring actually. So one of these days I'm gonna move down south, get some property, and do what the hell I want. Or not even down south. I mean, I don't like PA's taxes, but I might even move to PA. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know where you're from, but I didn't see anything about illegalities on my stream here. What you up to tonight, Tom? You still on? You messing with that drone, or you building one of your helicopters? I know a lot of guys my age are out right now at the bar, hunting for a one-night stand. And I'm here on YouTube putting together a Mocha helicopter with 7 other people. But I've been there, I've done that. What you want to know? Put that thing in a box. Come down here. I got some time with one. Like I was just saying to somebody else. I need to get out and do more with these things. I got them. They cost money, and they just sit around. Bought the Mavic as a travel drone, and I said I spent so much money this year on all these other things. I might have missed out on doing my November trip to somewhere. Plus, I've been doing a lot of research to see, you know, the drone laws in different places. I want to go somewhere now that I can take a drone. Instead of just jumping on a plane and going anywhere, I want to go somewhere now that I can take a drone. Okay, I'll text you. Probably won't be tonight, probably tomorrow, because I'm using the phone right now to run the stream. Okay, one side done. second side. We might have the frame done here in a couple minutes, guys. Let's get these out of there. I know some of you guys are like, this is so freaking boring. This would have come out so much better if I would have did a time lapse on it. But I need to take a break from editing video and trying to get it up. So I thought I'd do a live stream instead to meet my Friday video quota, which will be when I post it, which will be like an hour and 3+ minutes long because I've been on that long. Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to end the live stream so I can focus on getting this thing done. Thanks for everybody who checked in with me tonight. Anybody that I know, Nick Lang, if you're still on, hit me up to test the goggles out. Tom, hit me. I'll hit you up to talk about the Mavic or maybe catch up and fly these things. If you know anywhere in Jersey that I can go fly this thing, get some footage, definitely hit me up because I'll drive over there and we're going to go shoot some video with each other. And then maybe I might even be able to do the, there's some features with the goggles that you're supposed to be able to have, like 2 people wearing goggles on the same Mavic, or 2 people flying the Mavic and wearing 1 pair of goggles. I don't know. There's just some features that I saw online. We might be able to test that out, and I might be able to get some footage of it. So I appreciate everybody watching. I don't know who's signing in right now. I got another 8 on, number 7. Somebody dropped out. I'm talking to y'all later. All right. Bye.